Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about one of the most important lessons I've learned in my life leaving your comfort zone. Success and growth are never found in the places where you feel safe, relaxed, and satisfied. If you want to build something extraordinary, you must step into the unknown, face challenges, and embrace the discomfort that comes with it. When I started Alibaba, I wasn't an expert in technology or the internet. In fact, I knew almost nothing about it. But I knew one thing: if I stayed in my comfortable zone as a teacher, I would never make the impact I dreamed of. I chose to step out and learn, to make mistakes, and to adapt. It wasn't easy. There were moments of doubt, failure, and even ridicule. But every single challenge became a building block for success. Leaving your comfort zone doesn't mean taking reckless risks. It means preparing yourself to face the unknown with courage and optimism. Many people dream of success but are unwilling to take the first step because they fear failure. Let me tell you something: failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every failure teaches you something valuable. It shows you what doesn't work and leads you closer to what does. The truth is, the world doesn't need people who are just comfortable. It needs innovators, leaders, and dreamers who are willing to take risks and challenge the status quo. Staying in your comfort zone will give you temporary happiness, but stepping out of it will give you growth and fulfillment. The more you challenge yourself, the more you discover your true potential. Some people say they'll step out of their comfort zone when they're ready. My advice: don't wait. There's never a perfect time. The best time to take a risk is now. Start small, but start. Whether it's learning a new skill, meeting new people, or tackling a big idea, the first step is what matters most. Remember, success doesn't come from being the smartest or the most talented. It comes from being willing to do what others won't. When you leave your comfort zone, you may feel scared, but that fear is a sign you're moving in the right direction. Don't let it stop you, let it drive you. Today, I challenge you to ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to leave my comfort zone? Whatever it is, do it. Don't let fear hold you back, because your greatest achievements are waiting on the other side. Thank you. Growth begins where comfort ends. This idea might sound simple, but its implications are profound. For most people, comfort is a safe place, a predictable routine, a steady environment, and a sense of security. It feels good to stay in this zone because it minimizes risks and avoids challenges. However, the truth is, comfort can also become a trap, quietly robbing you of the opportunity to grow, learn, and reach your fullest potential. Growth, on the other hand, requires discomfort. It demands that you step into the unknown, take risks, and embrace the challenges that come your way. When you stay in your comfort zone, you limit yourself to what you already know. The skills you've mastered, the relationships you've built, and the routines you've perfected, they become your boundaries. While it's important to appreciate and utilize these strengths, relying solely on them creates stagnation. It's like planting a tree in a pot instead of the ground. The roots may grow a little, but they will eventually hit the edges and stop. For the tree to grow to its full potential, it needs to be transplanted into a larger space, one that allows its roots to spread and thrive. Similarly, human growth requires breaking out of the confines of familiarity. Discomfort is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. When you feel uncomfortable, it means you are doing something new, something that challenges your current capabilities. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first, it's awkward and even scary. You wobble, you fall, and you question whether it's worth the effort. But with persistence, your muscles adapt, your balance improves, and eventually, you can ride with confidence. The same principle applies to all areas of life. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a business, or building relationships, the initial discomfort is a necessary part of the process. The path to growth is not a smooth one. It is filled with uncertainty, failures, and setbacks. Yet these obstacles are not your enemies, they are your teachers. Every time you fail, you learn something new. You discover what doesn't work, and you get one step closer to what does. Failure reshapes your thinking, builds your resilience, and strengthens your character. Without failure, growth would be shallow and incomplete. It is in those moments of struggle and uncertainty that you uncover your true strength. Stepping out of your comfort zone also opens doors to opportunities you never imagined. When you are willing to take risks and face challenges, you expose yourself to new experiences, new people, and new ideas. These encounters broaden your perspective and spark creativity. They force you to think differently and adapt quickly. Over time, this adaptability becomes one of your greatest assets. You become more confident in handling change and more skilled at turning challenges into opportunities. There's another reason why growth begins where comfort ends. It's the only way to discover your true potential. Inside your comfort zone, you operate within your current abilities. Outside of it, you push your limits and realize how much more you are capable of. You may think you've reached your maximum capacity, but the truth is you haven't even scratched the surface. The human mind and body are incredibly adaptable. They thrive under pressure and grow stronger in response to challenges. But this growth can only happen when you step into unfamiliar territory. The fear of failure often keeps people trapped in their comfort zones. They worry about what might go wrong or how others might judge them. But fear is just an emotion, not a reality. The best way to overcome it is to take action. Start small if you need to, but take that first step. Each small success will build your confidence and make the next step easier. Before you know it, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. It's also important to remember that growth is a continuous process. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't have a finish line. Even when you achieve your goals, there will always be more to learn and more ways to grow. The moment you stop challenging yourself is the moment you stop growing. That's why the most successful people in the world never settle. They are always looking for the next challenge, the next opportunity to improve. Growth begins where comfort ends, because comfort keeps you where you are, while discomfort pushes you forward. It's not about abandoning comfort entirely, but about recognizing when it's time to move beyond it. Use comfort as a place to recharge, not as a permanent residence. Life is too short to settle for mediocrity. You have the potential to achieve greatness, but you can only unlock it by stepping into the unknown. The next time you feel the pull to stay in your comfort zone, remind yourself of this truth. Growth isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to challenge you, stretch you, and transform you. Each time you face a challenge, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. And with each step you take outside your comfort zone, you get closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. So take that first step. It won't be comfortable, but it will be worth it. Challenges reshape your potential in ways you may not immediately recognize. They serve as the testing grounds for your abilities, the catalyst for transformation, and the forces that push you to become better, stronger, and more capable. While challenges may appear as obstacles, they are, in truth, opportunities in disguise, opportunities that reveal who you are and what you are capable of achieving. Embracing challenges is not merely about enduring hardship, it is about growing through it, learning from it, and uncovering the untapped potential within yourself. When life presents you with challenges, it disrupts the comfortable patterns you are accustomed to. At first, this disruption can feel overwhelming, even frustrating. You may question your abilities, doubt your decisions, or feel the urge to retreat to safer ground. However, these moments of discomfort are precisely when growth begins. Challenges force you to adapt, innovate, and think critically. They demand that you find solutions you may never have considered before. In doing so, they stretch your mental and emotional limits, helping you discover new strengths you didn't know you had. Imagine a diamond in its raw state. It's dull, unremarkable, and far from the brilliance it is known for. Only when subjected to intense pressure and meticulous cutting does the diamond reveal its true beauty. Similarly, human potential is revealed under pressure. Without challenges, you might never push yourself beyond the surface of your capabilities. The pressure forces you to rise above your limitations, sharpen your skills, and illuminate your true potential. Challenges also reshape your mindset. When you encounter difficulties, you are given a choice to view them as insurmountable problems or as opportunities to grow. Those who choose the latter mindset transform challenges into stepping stones. They approach obstacles with curiosity, determination, and resilience. Over time, this mindset becomes a habit, enabling them to face even greater challenges with confidence and composure. It's not the challenge itself that determines your success, but your response to it. With every challenge you overcome, your belief in your own potential grows stronger. Failure is often an inevitable part of facing challenges. But failure is not the end of the road, it is part of the process. Each failure holds a lesson, a piece of wisdom that reshapes your potential for the better. Thomas Edison, when asked about his failures while inventing the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perspective highlights the transformative power of challenges. Failure teaches you persistence, resilience, and adaptability, all of which are essential for unlocking your potential. One of the most profound ways challenges reshape your potential is by teaching you to embrace discomfort. Growth does not happen in comfort zones. When you face a challenge, you step into unfamiliar territory where you must confront your fears and uncertainties. This process builds courage and self-reliance. It trains you to trust your instincts and make decisions even when the outcome is unclear. Over time, you develop the mental toughness to face increasingly complex challenges, and your potential continues to expand. Challenges also have a way of revealing your hidden talents and passions. Often it is only when you are pushed to your limits that you discover abilities you never knew you had. A challenge might force you to develop a new skill, explore a new interest, or take on a role you never considered before. These discoveries can open doors to new opportunities and directions in life. For instance, someone who loses their job might discover a talent for entrepreneurship while starting their own business. What initially seemed like a setback becomes the catalyst for a more fulfilling and rewarding path. Another important aspect of challenges is that they foster connection and collaboration. When you face a significant challenge, you often realize that you can't overcome it alone. This realization pushes you to seek help, build relationships, and learn from others. Working with others towards a common goal not only helps you overcome the immediate challenge, but also strengthens your ability to work as part of a team, communicate effectively, and lead with empathy. These are invaluable skills that further enhance your potential. The process of overcoming challenges also instills a sense of gratitude and perspective. When you navigate through hardship, you begin to appreciate the strength you've gained and the progress you've made. You understand that every struggle has shaped you into a more capable and resilient individual. This gratitude gives you a deeper sense of purpose and a renewed commitment to tackle future challenges. It shifts your focus from fearing difficulties to embracing them as part of life's journey. Ultimately, challenges are the architects of your potential. They strip away your doubts, refine your abilities, and shape you into the person you are meant to be. Without challenges, you might remain unaware of the incredible power within you. Each obstacle you face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to evolve. The more challenges you embrace, the more your potential expands, and the more prepared you are to take on life's uncertainties. So when you encounter a challenge, remember that it is not there to defeat you, but to transform you. It is an invitation to step into your greatness, to test your limits, and to discover the extraordinary capabilities within yourself. Challenges are not roadblocks, they are the bridges that connect where you are to where you could be. Embrace them and you will find that your potential is far greater than you ever imagined. Comfort zones are silent traps. At first glance, they seem harmless, even inviting. They provide a sense of safety, predictability, and ease, offering an escape from stress and uncertainty. However, what makes comfort zones so alluring is also what makes them dangerous. They lull you into a state of complacency, quietly stifling your growth and limiting your potential. The trap lies not in the comfort itself, but in the stagnation it breeds, the opportunities it blinds you to, and the dreams it persuades you to set aside in favor of immediate ease. In a comfort zone, everything feels familiar. Your routines are predictable, your skills are adequate for the tasks at hand, and there's little risk of failure. While this sense of control can be reassuring, it also creates a bubble that shields you from new experiences. Over time, this bubble becomes a barrier to growth. Growth requires challenge, discomfort, and the willingness to take risks. When you remain in your comfort zone, you deny yourself these essential ingredients for progress. Imagine a bird in a cage. The cage is safe, providing shelter and food without the need to venture into the unknown. But the bird is not meant to live in a cage. It is meant to soar, to explore the vastness of the sky. Staying in the cage may feel secure, but it robs the bird of its true potential. Similarly, your comfort zone may shield you from failure, but it also prevents you from discovering what you are truly capable of achieving. One of the most deceptive aspects of comfort zones is that they don't feel restrictive. Unlike visible obstacles, they don't actively challenge you. Instead, they passively hold you in place. You may tell yourself that you're content, that you don't need more, or that you're not ready to take a leap. These justifications, while comforting in the moment, are often rooted in fear of failure, fear of uncertainty, and fear of judgment. Over time, this fear becomes a habit, making it harder to break free from the comfort zone and step into the unknown. Comfort zones also create the illusion of progress. You might convince yourself that you're improving because you're refining the skills you already have, or because your daily routine feels productive. But real growth doesn't come from repetition, it comes from innovation, experimentation, and learning from mistakes. When you stay within your comfort zone, you miss out on the breakthroughs that only occur when you push yourself beyond what you already know. The longer you remain in your comfort zone, the harder it becomes to leave. This is because comfort zones breed complacency. As humans, we are naturally drawn to ease and predictability, and the more we indulge in them, the more we become resistant to change. Over time, this resistance can turn into a deep-rooted fear of the unknown. You might find yourself avoiding challenges, rejecting new opportunities, and settling for less than what you're capable of. This is the silent trap, the gradual erosion of ambition, curiosity, and the willingness to dream big. Breaking free from your comfort zone requires courage and self-awareness. The first step is recognizing that while comfort feels good in the moment, it is not where growth happens. Growth begins at the edge of discomfort, where you are forced to confront your limitations and stretch your abilities. It's not easy to step out of your comfort zone, but it is necessary if you want to achieve your goals and unlock your true potential. One of the most powerful ways to escape the trap of a comfort zone is to embrace discomfort as a sign of progress. When you feel uneasy, uncertain, or even afraid, it means you're stepping into unfamiliar territory. This is where learning and growth take place. Each time you face a new challenge, you expand your skills, build resilience, and gain confidence. Over time, what once felt uncomfortable becomes second nature, and your comfort zone expands. This continuous cycle of stepping out and growing is what leads to long-term success and fulfillment. It's also important to remember that leaving your comfort zone doesn't mean abandoning all comfort entirely. Comfort has its place. It's where you recharge, reflect, and prepare for the next challenge. The key is not to let comfort become your default state. Use it as a stepping stone, not a destination. Balance periods of rest with periods of growth, ensuring that you are always moving forward while maintaining your well-being. Comfort zones can be particularly dangerous in a world that is constantly changing. The skills, habits, and mindsets that keep you comfortable today may become obsolete tomorrow. By staying in your comfort zone, you risk falling behind, not because you lack talent or intelligence, but because you resist adapting to change. On the other hand, those who regularly step out of their comfort zones develop the agility to navigate uncertainty and thrive in any environment. The most rewarding experiences in life often lie just beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone. Whether it's pursuing a dream, learning a new skill, or taking on a challenging project, these experiences require you to take risks and embrace uncertainty. While the path may be difficult, the rewards are worth it: personal growth, a sense of accomplishment, and the realization that you are capable of far more than you imagined. In the end, comfort zones are not meant to be permanent. They are places to rest, not to live. If you stay in them too long, they become silent traps, holding you back from the life you are meant to live. To escape, you must take that first step into the unknown. It will be uncomfortable at first, but it will also be liberating. Each step you take will bring you closer to your goals, your dreams, and your true potential. So don't let the illusion of comfort keep you from reaching for more. Break free, embrace the challenges, and discover the extraordinary life that awaits you outside the trap. Embrace uncertainty for innovation. It is within the unpredictable and the unknown that creativity thrives, breakthroughs emerge, and the seeds of progress are planted. While uncertainty is often seen as something to fear or avoid, it is in fact the very environment where innovation is born. True innovation doesn't arise from the familiar or the predictable. It comes from stepping into the uncharted, embracing ambiguity, and daring to imagine solutions where none seem to exist. To innovate, you must not only accept uncertainty, but learn to see it as a powerful catalyst for transformation. Uncertainty forces you to think differently. When the answers are not readily available and the path ahead is unclear, your mind is compelled to explore new possibilities. It is in these moments that creativity flourishes. Routine and predictability often lead to repetition, reinforcing what is already known. But when you face uncertainty, you are pushed to question assumptions, challenge norms, and venture into realms of thought that you may never have considered before. This process of exploration and questioning is the foundation of innovation. Consider the greatest inventions and advancements in human history. The pioneers behind these breakthroughs did not have clear roadmaps or guarantees of success. They faced uncertainty at every turn. Thomas Edison didn't know how to make a light bulb when he began. He only had a vision and a willingness to experiment. The Wright brothers didn't have a step-by-step guide to building the first airplane. They faced skepticism, failure, and the unknown, but their embrace of uncertainty led to a monumental achievement that transformed human transportation forever. These innovators thrived because they saw uncertainty not as a barrier but as an opportunity. Uncertainty also fosters adaptability, a crucial quality for innovation. In a world that is constantly changing, rigid plans and fixed approaches quickly become obsolete. When you embrace uncertainty, you develop the ability to adapt to new circumstances, rethink strategies, and pivot when necessary. This flexibility allows you to navigate challenges and seize opportunities that others might overlook. It is often in moments of unexpected change that the most groundbreaking ideas emerge, precisely because uncertainty disrupts the status quo and opens the door to new perspectives. Moreover, uncertainty fuels resilience. Innovation is rarely a straightforward path. It is a journey marked by setbacks, failures, and detours. Embracing uncertainty means accepting these challenges as part of the process. When you are not paralyzed by the fear of the unknown, you are better equipped to face obstacles with determination and creativity. Each failure becomes a stepping stone, each setback a chance to learn and improve. This resilience not only drives innovation but also strengthens your character and builds the confidence to tackle even greater challenges. Uncertainty also encourages collaboration. When the path forward is unclear, it becomes essential to draw on diverse perspectives and ideas. Collaboration brings together individuals with different backgrounds, skills, and viewpoints, creating a rich environment for innovation. In times of uncertainty, No single person has all the answers, but together, teams can brainstorm, experiment, and find solutions that are more creative and effective than what any one person could achieve alone. Embracing uncertainty often means embracing the collective wisdom of others and recognizing the value of shared effort. One of the most significant barriers to innovation is the fear of failure, which is deeply tied to uncertainty. People often avoid taking risks because they are afraid of what might happen if they fail. But failure is an integral part of innovation, and uncertainty is its constant companion. When you embrace uncertainty, you also embrace the possibility of failure not as an endpoint, but as a valuable teacher. Each failure provides insights, clarifies what doesn't work, and brings you closer to discovering what does. This mindset transforms fear into curiosity and hesitation into action. Uncertainty also unlocks the power of imagination. When the future is unknown, it is a blank canvas waiting to be filled with ideas. The lack of certainty frees you from preconceived notions and allows you to dream boldly. It is this kind of thinking that leads to revolutionary innovations, from groundbreaking technologies to transformative social movements. The greatest innovators are those who see uncertainty not as a void to be filled with worry, but as a space to create something entirely new. To embrace uncertainty for innovation, you must cultivate a mindset of curiosity and openness. Curiosity drives you to ask questions, explore possibilities, and seek out new experiences. Openness allows you to accept that you don't have all the answers and that the best ideas often come from unexpected places. Together, these qualities help you navigate uncertainty with confidence and enthusiasm, turning it into a playground for creativity rather than a source of anxiety. Innovation also requires action. Embracing uncertainty doesn't mean waiting for clarity or perfection before taking the next step. It means experimenting, testing, and iterating in real time, even when the outcome is unclear. This willingness to act amidst uncertainty is what separates innovators from dreamers. It is through action that ideas are refined, opportunities are discovered, and progress is made. Ultimately, uncertainty is not an obstacle to innovation, it is its engine. It pushes you to think beyond the obvious, adapt to change, and take risks that lead to extraordinary results. By embracing uncertainty, you cultivate the courage to challenge conventions, the creativity to imagine new possibilities, and the resilience to turn failures into stepping stones. In doing so, you unlock the true power of innovation, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. So step boldly into the unknown. Embrace the questions without clear answers, the problems without obvious solutions, and the challenges that others shy away from. In these spaces of uncertainty, you will find the freedom to innovate, to grow, and to create a future that is not just imagined but realized. Let uncertainty be your guide, and let innovation be your legacy. Failure is the greatest teacher. This simple yet profound truth carries within it the essence of human growth and achievement. Failure, though often feared and avoided, is an essential part of life that shapes us in ways success never could. It is not the end of the road, but the beginning of a journey toward learning, improvement, and eventual triumph. While failure can be painful and humbling, it is through these experiences that we discover our true potential, resilience, and ability to adapt. Embracing failure as a teacher transforms it from an obstacle into a stepping stone towards success. When you fail, you are forced to confront your limitations and weaknesses. This confrontation is uncomfortable, but it is necessary for growth. Failure shines a light on areas that need improvement, offering clarity that success often obscures. Success can be blinding, yet may convince you that everything you're doing is perfect and that no changes are needed. Failure, on the other hand, strips away illusions and forces you to take a hard look at what went wrong. In this way, failure becomes a mirror reflecting the truth, however difficult it may be to face. One of the most valuable lessons failure teaches is humility. It reminds you that no matter how skilled, prepared, or intelligent you may be, You are not immune to mistakes. This humbling experience fosters a mindset of continuous learning and growth. When you accept that you don't have all the answers and that failure is a natural part of the process, you become open to seeking knowledge, feedback, and guidance. This openness is a hallmark of successful individuals who view every setback as an opportunity to improve. Failure also builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. The ability to bounce back from failure determines how far you can go. Each time you fail and choose to try again, you strengthen your resilience. You learn to navigate adversity, manage disappointment, and maintain focus on your goals. Over time, this resilience becomes one of your greatest assets. It gives you the courage to take risks, knowing that even if you fail, you have the strength to rise again. Another important lesson failure imparts is adaptability. When things don't go as planned, you are forced to rethink your strategies, approach problems differently, and explore alternative solutions. This adaptability is crucial in a world that is constantly changing. Those who fear failure and cling to familiar methods often find themselves stuck, while those who embrace failure as a teacher are able to pivot, innovate, and thrive in the face of challenges. Failure teaches you to be flexible, creative, and resourceful, qualities that are essential for success in any endeavor. Failure also fosters empathy and connection. When you experience failure, you gain a deeper understanding of the struggles and challenges others face. This shared experience of imperfection creates a bond that can lead to stronger relationships and a greater sense of community. Failure reminds you that everyone, no matter how successful, has faced setbacks and overcome obstacles. This perspective not only makes you more compassionate toward others, but also helps you build a network of support and collaboration. One of the most overlooked lessons of failure is the courage it instills. Facing failure requires bravery because it means confronting fear, uncertainty, and the possibility of judgment. Each time you fail and choose to keep going, you build your courage. This courage is not about the absence of fear, but about the willingness to act despite it. It's the courage to dream big, take risks, and step outside your comfort zone. Without failure, this kind of courage would remain untapped, and your potential would remain untested. History is filled with stories of individuals who turned failure into their greatest teacher. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset highlights the power of failure to teach perseverance and creativity. Each failure brought him closer to success because he viewed it as a lesson rather than a defeat. Similarly, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced countless rejections before her work was accepted for publication. During a speech, she once described failure as a stripping away of the inessential, which allowed her to focus entirely on her passion for writing. Her failures not only taught her resilience, but also clarified her purpose and reignited her determination. Failure is not something to be feared or avoided, it is something to be embraced and learned from. When you view failure as a teacher, you shift your mindset from one of fear to one of curiosity and growth. You begin to ask questions: what can I learn from this? How can I improve? What will I do differently next time? These questions lead to insights, strategies, and actions that pave the way for future success. It's also important to remember that failure is not a reflection of your worth or abilities. It is simply an event, a moment in time that does not define who you are. What matters is how you respond to it. Do you let it discourage you, or do you use it as fuel to move forward? The choice is yours, and it is this choice that determines your path. In the end, failure is the greatest teacher because it challenges you to grow, adapt, and persevere. It teaches you lessons that success cannot, lessons that shape your character, sharpen your skills, and deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of it. Each failure brings you closer to your goals, provided you are willing to learn from it and keep moving forward. So the next time you face failure, Don't fear it. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it guide you toward the greatness that lies ahead. True passion lies outside routine. The routines of daily life, while comforting and necessary for stability, often act as a boundary that keeps you from exploring your deeper interests and untapped potential. Routines provide a sense of order and predictability, ensuring that tasks are completed and responsibilities are met. However, they can also create a monotonous rhythm that limits creativity, curiosity, and the pursuit of genuine passion. To discover true passion, you must be willing to step outside the familiarity of routine and into the unknown, where new experiences and opportunities await. Routines, by their nature, are repetitive. They serve a purpose in managing time, maintaining discipline, and creating efficiency. But over time, they can become a cage that confines your thoughts and actions. When you do the same things repeatedly, you stop questioning, stop experimenting, and stop dreaming. Your mind grows accustomed to the path of least resistance, avoiding challenges and risks in favor of the predictable. In this state, passion becomes a distant concept, something you believe belongs to dreamers or those with extraordinary luck, rather than something you can actively cultivate. True passion is not found in the comfort of routine, but in the excitement of discovery. It requires exploration, trying new things, meeting new people, and stepping into situations that challenge your perspective. Outside your routine, you encounter experiences that ignite curiosity and inspire creativity. You discover interests you never knew you had, and you begin to understand what truly excites and fulfills you. Passion is not something you stumble upon by chance, it is something you uncover by venturing beyond the limits of your daily life. When you step outside routine, you open yourself to growth. Growth doesn't happen within the confines of the familiar, it happens when you face challenges, take risks, and embrace the unknown. For example, imagine someone who has always followed a strict routine of working a 9-to-5 job, returning home, and repeating the same schedule day after day. While this routine may provide stability, it leaves little room for exploration. If that person decides to take a painting class, travel to a new city, or learn a new language, they might discover a hidden talent or passion that transforms their life. These new experiences enrich their perspective and expand their sense of what's possible. Breaking free from routine also allows you to connect with your authentic self. In the repetition of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of who you are and what you truly want. You might find yourself pursuing goals that align with societal expectations rather than your own desires. Stepping away from routine gives you the space to reflect, to ask yourself what truly matters, and to rediscover the passions that make you feel alive. It's a process of shedding the layers of obligation and expectation to uncover the core of your identity. True passion often involves taking risks, which can feel uncomfortable or even frightening. Routine shields you from these risks, creating a sense of safety. But passion and safety rarely coexist. To pursue passion, you must be willing to face uncertainty, to risk failure, and to embrace discomfort. This might mean leaving a secure job to start a business, dedicating time to a creative pursuit without knowing the outcome, or stepping into an entirely new field of interest. While these steps may be daunting, they are also liberating. They free you from the constraints of routine and move you closer to a life filled with purpose and excitement. One of the most rewarding aspects of stepping outside routine is the opportunity to reconnect with joy. Routine often reduces life to a series of tasks to be completed, leaving little room for spontaneity or fun. Outside routine, you find moments of unexpected delight, encounters, experiences, and insights that bring genuine happiness. This joy is a powerful motivator, fueling your passion and inspiring you to continue exploring new possibilities. It reminds you that life is not meant to be a checklist, but a journey of discovery. Routines, while useful, can also dull your creativity. Creativity thrives on novelty and exploration. When you expose yourself to new environments, ideas, and challenges, you stimulate your mind and inspire innovative thinking. Many of the world's greatest artists, scientists, and entrepreneurs attribute their success to their willingness to step outside routine and explore uncharted territory. By venturing beyond the familiar, they discovered passions and ideas that changed the course of their lives, and in some cases, the world. It's important to understand that breaking free from routine doesn't mean abandoning it entirely. Routine has its place in providing structure and stability. The key is to strike a balance, using routine as a foundation while making space for exploration and passion. This might mean dedicating specific times to try new things, setting goals that push you outside your comfort zone, or simply being open to the unexpected opportunities that come your way. True passion lies outside routine, because passion is about discovery, growth, and connection. It's about finding what makes your heart race, what challenges your limits, and what brings meaning to your life. These things cannot be found within the predictable confines of routine. They require courage, curiosity, and a willingness to explore the unknown. When you step outside routine, you don't just find passion, you find yourself. You discover what you are capable of, what you truly value, and what makes life worth living. So take that first step outside your routine. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. Even small changes can lead to profound discoveries. Try something new, take a different path, or follow a spark of curiosity. Each step will bring you closer to uncovering the true passion that lies beyond the boundaries of familiarity. And as you embrace this journey, you'll find that life becomes not just something to endure, but something to celebrate, a vibrant, passionate exploration of all that is possible.